Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So UCF's offense will get the first swing of the game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him. But what a challenge this defense faces to that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you could see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll try to run for it. Powers through the defender. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Knights are rolling down the field. Brown wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Buys a little extra time. The throw. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Brown will throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Martin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he drops the throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up.
This quarterback quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He might want another play. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Martin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick completion on the out. Speeding down the left side. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneaks it ahead. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll run the sneak for it. The sneak scores it. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cougars. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 10 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He leaves it with his back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll leave it with him. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And the pummeling has started.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got a little space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the... And check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid turn gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker get in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farmer. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hand off to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Looking to fire. Steps away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. There he goes. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Cougar! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll give it to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give out of the gun. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Phillips. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, BYU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Crosses the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They're going to run it. Creates a little room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finding an escape route. Brings into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game and try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On the option. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. A run for the quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
To throw, it's Hillstead. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Cougars in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires one high and deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 35. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Can't get him to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Buckmeyer.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse Butler, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He'll start this drive firing. Got it set up on the outside. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. it.